Once it gets in your blood, it don't go away.
This wakes me up in the morning. I go to sleep thinking about this. Every lap, every corner is something different. That stirs a lot of emotion.
When you finally climb into that race car, I feel all alone, like everybody's out to get you. Because everyone on the racetrack's your competitor. You're there to beat them.
I traveled 3,500 miles to see Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane,
Joey Logano,
Matt Kenseth,
Kyle Busch,
24,
26,
29,
Fastest guy on the track. 99 Cup.
Dale Jr.
Tony Stewart.
Can't you tell?
Tony Stewart.
Jimmy Johnson, three-time champion.
I think that danger risk is what makes people come to see, and that chance that things might happen. Everybody puts their life on the line.
There is nothing in the world like the rumble of 43 PH. Every internal organ vibrates.
I like that noise.
When you're sitting at home watching on your couch, that guy in the car, he is stressed.
When you hit that wall, I mean, it's like a shock wave goes through your body.
That's what's going through my mind. I'm not going to work this hard to get to this point just to accept failure.
There's nothing better.
I got laid off and I panicked.
First of all, your ego is deflated and you feel worthless. You feel as if no matter how long you were at the company, something went wrong. You did something wrong.
And the HR person came in with her hatchet.
It was an awful feeling. I've never had such a low self-esteem.
But as with all things in life, there's always an upside.
The day that I walked out, I walked into my own company.
I've got like a clean slate, a clean canvas right now. What can I start?
Wake up at 4 in the morning, before the alarm clocks, before the birds, before the sun gets up. I'm just like, holy shit, how am I gonna do this today?
This will be an opportunity. This is not, okay, I do have to worry about money, but this will be good. This will be a nice, this is a kick that's gonna make me go try something new.
I carried a little journal with me and wrote down everything that came to mind. Professional basketball player, bulldozer driver, hot dog vendor went on the list.
I got laid off and I was thrilled.
I mean, light in a sense is the essence of life. You know, it's where everything comes out of light. You know, all matter comes from light.
Roden Crater is much more than a naked-eye observatory. It's a temple dedicated to light and to our perception of light. And James Turrell presides over it like a high priest.
Actually, all the information there is to know about the universe is in light, you know. If you can just put the right instrument up and pull it out. If you think about it, the Earth is a big ball of mud that's floating in a sea of light.
We're a few minutes early, but stick around and you'll see something quite amazing.
Turrell's sky spaces are beautiful and baffling. The eye loses its bearings, trying to balance the light as it changes inside and out.
Oh, this is amazing, just walking through here. There's a sort of sense of infinity here, and it's transforming all the time. Yes, you can see just why people have a kind of mystical response to light.
I tell people that have never been here before, this is one of the most breathtaking parts of the world.
The idea of the Adirondack Park was that we would create a new model for humans and wild spaces coexisting.
The Adirondacks is a kind of a winter playground.
The people here in the Adirondacks are a very hardy stock.
They're proud of the environment they live in and the adversity that they overcome, whether it be the rough winters or the black flies in the summer.
You can look out over a sea of wilderness.
It's connected really to the whole American dream about the wilderness.
The bear bolted up the tree. Those are bear claw marks.
This is an Adirondack Great Camp.
This is an Adirondack rustic.
The history of the Adirondacks is about 2 centuries of contests over what the place means and what we're going to do with it.
We've come closer here to a working balance between the natural world and the human world than just about any place on Earth.
People who still believe that if you fall into the Hudson River, your limbs are going to start detaching themselves from your body, and you're going to develop scrofula, and you are surely a goner. And that may actually have been true 25, 30 years ago.
I've had people say to me, "Sir, oh, what are you trying to do? Nothing can be done for the Hudson." And my answer is, if there's hope for the human race, there's hope for the Hudson.
Citizens don't just have a right to a nice environment around them. They have a right to fight for it. They have a right to litigate for it. They have a right to roll up their sleeves and go into court with even the flimsiest of laws and expect victory because you're fighting for the right and you're fighting for the river.
In the case of my parents, the minute they became cognizant of PCB contamination in the fish and the no-eat order, it was like a death of a family member.
Jack Welch wants the Hudson cleaner. Very much so wants the Hudson cleaner. I know how to clean it.
The only thing it takes to change the world is a small group of dedicated people. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has.
For 2,000 years, since they invented this seismoscope, the Chinese have been trying to understand earthquakes. In the 1970s, 1 million people lived in this prosperous industrial region. In the grand new era of earthquake prediction, they felt secure. But unknown to the people here, monitors all over northeastern China were picking up hints that something was happening underground again. This time, unlike Haichung, there was no pattern. If the Earth was giving China a message, that message wasn't clear. The scientists were uneasy, but there was not enough information to issue a useful warning. There could be no evacuation. For the people of Tangshan, there would be no happy ending. More than 20 years later, Tangshan has risen again, a phoenix from the ruins. In China, they say that Tangshan people are stronger, braver, kinder. They have faced the worst together, and together they survived. Tangshan is a painful memory for those who once believed science would have an easy victory over the Earth's mysteries. But since 1966, a quarter of all China's earthquakes have been successfully predicted. The dream that one day all earthquakes will be predicted still endures.